Hello!
Hello everybody.
Welcome to our Q1 recap 2022. I am Peter.
And I am Andre.
You might have seen us in previous streams or at Spiel 2021 last year. And we thought this year we wanted to bring you closer, the organizers. We've been designing and developing. So we want to showcase each quarter what we did the last 3 months, basically. So pictures are nice, videos are nice, but like going through live an organizer, how it works and what the design process was behind the scenes, I think is still better. So today's list starts with Descent 3rd edition. So let's jump right into it. Ooh, what a big box. Yeah, we have already some damage, unfortunately, on the box because it's so huge. Okay, let's go through it. This is for the 3rd edition, so which we've done so far. As you see, the box is made out of 2 layers as originally intended. We are just focusing on the bottom layer here. We said we are not going to deal with all the miniatures. They are staying in their plastic organizers, and you have the map tiles on top, so there's still room for more miniatures, more tiles. So once some expansion will release, some technical difficulties, whatever. So we are gonna update this once we have more information what expansions are available. So we said, okay, we leave the top as it is for now. So then we have the bottom layer where everything else is. Yeah, you want to take out some parts, and then meanwhile we have some separate trays for all the tokens divided by type. You leave all the obstacles and terrain builds also built, so you just have them there. Yep, so you have some nice cool engraving here as well. For dice, there's also plenty of room left. On the tray for the chests, you see it on the sides that this is the tray for the chests. And then we have one big frame in the bottom. So this is one frame which basically stays there. I can card tray. You have here the trees and the big dragon, the large doors, stairs, and all the other stuff which you have. And then you have one card tray where you have basically dividers. You can put dividers in the same section, and then you just store your character as you advance in the campaign. There's an engraving you could show. Yeah, if you have any questions in the meantime, just let us know, send in a comment, and we're happy to answer any details you would like to know. Yeah, so this is basically our Descent 3rd edition organizer. It makes your setup within 2 minutes. You're ready to play, basically. And you just need to take out those components which you will use during the game. Yeah, you have 2 trays here for the dials, so there's plenty of room left. Oh, I have to check. More or less. This is on top here. Yep. And we're good. And then, yeah, just put it under the table.
Next one is Arkham Organizer. This is a revised edition. We had already...
Why revised?
Because there was an expansion.
Obviously.
So we had an old insert, and then we made an update kit, or upgrade kit, and now this is a revised edition.
So anyone who has still the older version, you can get the upgrade kit from our web store, and then you basically will be able to store the expansion in your organizer, which you have already.
So this one has no lid lift. Everything fits in the box. All the boards are on the top. Here you can see the inside, all the player boards, other player boards, the character sheets.
How much did you need? Because you designed the original organizer as well as the revised edition.
Yes.
It would be nice to know, I've seen the process, but how difficult was it for you to take on the original design and just try to fit the expansion in it?
Okay, the upgrade kit was quite difficult because I tried to make less change, so I don't want it to change a lot of parts.
Yeah, because otherwise the complete organizer would be obsolete.
But this was easier because this is totally redesigned. So
from the bottom up. I know we discussed it during the design process, but we would try to keep as much as the original features which the original had. So.
And we have some new engravings also. This one is new.
Since we have it licensed, so we can use the original artwork from the game. From our lovely partners at Czech Games Edition. Saying hello from here.
Resource trays. And this is the new card holder. This one is also...
How does it work? Because it's a new technique we haven't used so far.
This card holder consists of two parts. So it opens like this. And, you can remove the top and use it so
as a discard. Nice.
Discard pile.
It makes your work like a play area much more organized instead of just having cards flying around and just random decks.
The same as the other deck. So. Then you can see also the nice engravings.
It really brings this Indiana Jones vibe with dinosaurs and dangerous creatures.
Okay, here you can find a new tray for the, I don't know how they call it, agents maybe. So you don't need to take this out, you can use it as it is. So you just put this on your game board and use it out from this. And also it's true for the resource holders, you just put them on the board.
So even if you have some upgraded resources for these two, you have plenty of space there. So if you have like metal coins from DrawLab or any other producer, or like little actual compasses, they're fit fine. So you have the space to do the upgrade.
Okay. This is a small tray for these small tokens. This is closed, so nothing falls out. It's quite tight. Some other tokens, and here you can find this huge pyramid. So this also helps the setup because you just take this out and put on the board, and you can play out from this.
So you can basically grab the tiles as you go. That's really nice.
Okay, here we have
the last tray.
About these totems, the notebook, all the monsters, the player tray. Here you can find your player figures.
That's interesting to mention here that usually when we have many players and you have individual player components, we try to divide them in individual trays. But here we did it in one because you said it's so few components that it doesn't make sense to have like individual trays, right?
Yes, so when you have like 1 or 2 pieces or like 4, it's easier to put them together. When you have a lot of stuff, it's better to put them separately.
Yeah. So that's just like a little bit of the design process behind the scenes.
And this is all the monsters or guardians, as they called here. The location tokens, some extra tokens, the player marker and I don't know what.
The suitcase, I guess.
Yeah.
Looks like a suitcase.
Yes. And all other locations, and here we can find these also.
And all have a cutout at the bottom,
Yes.
like a side, so it's just easy to grab them.
You can easily take them out.
And we have also an engraving on the side, matching the game artwork. Yep. Now we have the task to put everything back. On our assembly manuals, we have like this little part where you see how it's designed or how it should fit your game box. My advice is just cut that piece out, tape it in the inside of your game box or like in the lid, and then it's just easier to remember. But because if you have like hundreds of games in your shelf, like we do here, then you tend to forget like what was the exact logic, how it's supposed to fit.
Or
It can be tricky.
you can watch a video.
Yeah, that's true. We have like videos on YouTube where for our new releases we do these, how it fits. So if it's not like trivial, that's not like straightforward, and just make a video to explain how it fits, and then just scan the QR code and then you're there. We try to time it that once you receive the organizer, it's already online, like for the first release, obviously. Okay, what's our next organizer on the list?
It's Galaxy Trackers.
Galaxy Tracker. Oh yeah, there it is. Also by our friends, Czech Games Edition. Also, lid sits flush. Oh, we forgot to mention here that they fit with premium sleeve cards, right?
Yes.
Very important, because we sleeve them as well. Galaxy Tracker, every game board's on the top. And then this is basically the main setup here. What's important that we figured it's nice to have a drawback, like bag to have the tiles in and draw them from. So this comes with the organizer. So it just makes life easier to have everything inside and just draw it from there. You have a large tray for resources you will use during the game. A removable card dispenser, you just put it out and it's ready to play, and you just draw the cards from there. There's a nice cutout at the bottom, extra holder with a tiny engraving. I'm not sure you will be able to see, but there's an engraving for the hourglass, so it has a designated space here. Yeah, just another tray for all the little bits and chits. Here's a engraving again with the little alien eating the X from our Laserox logo. And then one dispenser for the coins, like the money tokens, again, just super easy to grab here, divided by type. This is really a small organizer, but there are still so many components, so it felt necessary to have it organized in a neat way. So the setup and tear down is pretty straightforward. Oops. So the bag goes into this corner here. Yeah, make sure that everything sits flush. Put the bag in here. Dig a little bit so all the tiles are nice. And then yeah, just put the player boards on top. They close everything which is beneath, so you can store it vertically. It's up to you. Yeah, that's it. That's Galaxy Tracker. Just a nice little one. It's not like a big box, just a small one.
Next one is Spirit Island crate. So we made a huge crate for all the Spirit Island. So it fits all the Spirit Island expansions. So it's not very big, but not small.
It definitely saves space because you don't have to use two boxes, just one.
So you have basically the two inserts, one on another. So books on the top.
I think we have to mention this detail here. I'm not sure if you can show it on the detail cam, but So there's an inside frame here, this one, with also decoration. So this is there to keep everything aligned nice, because it's not a too big crate. So we try to fit it as small as possible, but still organized.
So here we can find all the map tiles, a lot of tokens, the different small tokens also. Yeah, a lot of different cards. The tokens. Here you can find all the spirit boards.
So both expansion
Yes,
boards,
all of them.
promo boards, so everything which was
Yes, all the
so far.
expansions, the base game, and the promo packs. So, yeah, quite a lot.
Yeah. One important detail: if you have both organizers from us, you will not need the razor which we have in the second
Yes,
organizer.
we have
So
a
that's
razor in the
obsolete
second
there.
organizer, so we don't need to use that. Yeah, and this other stuff. And here you can find the small plastic pieces at the bottom.
The houses,
Houses, the towns, villages.
yeah.
I think, yeah.
to be more precise.
This tray you don't need to use because we have more map tiles, so this you can leave empty, and all these tokens that was here now have a separate holder. Okay, more cards, even more cards. You can divide the cards by your liking.
So important to mention, although it fits premium sleeved cards, it will not fit game-genic card sleeves because they're too tall and too oversized. So we used Swan Panasian Premium. They're like 80 micron thick sleeves, so they will fit fine. But you have to see your sleeve slide first before.
The problem is not
sure.
the thickness, but the size. Because with game-genic you have
just
too
take
much
it out and then
like over around, and it will not fit this.
you also like separate trays for the player parts, the colors.
So these, all the spirit cards. So if you have two large sleeves, they will not fit here. But swan sleeves fit perfectly.
And it's easy to find the spirits you need, so you don't have to.
Every spirit has its own.
Yep. Taking it. You just look in, and then within seconds you find your right spirit, instead of searching or going through plastic bags. And then we have this little box here, with like the mushroom houses.
The ones.
Yeah. They look like little mushrooms, I think. And then everything is basically just stacked on top of each other, right? This goes here. I have. These
All
are the scenarios. Yeah. And then just piece by piece, we're gonna put everything back on its place. Yeah, the cards go there in one row. First, yeah, I was figuring like something is missing. You have the boards? Yeah, you have it
Yeah, I
on,
have all the
link.
boards.
Oh yeah.
It has a small cutout on both sides. It helps so everything stays in place and not moves around when we put this on the top, because this one has these legs and they fit the cutouts.
Yeah, all the player. Just and as you can see, like we have taken out everything. Obviously not a complete play setup, but you see it's quite easy to pack everything away and just have it stored nicely. And then we have the big map tiles. Yeah, if you have any questions to any of our organizers, just let us know. I'm happy to answer them. Yeah, I think yes. The little is pretty much rotatable. The two sides are a bit different, but it's not so critical how you. Yep. Obviously it sits flush.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
This one is
We have it.
Marvel
Oh yeah.
Champions.
It's This is actually 3 boxes. So as Fantasy Flight Games released the new cards, like the new base games for Lord of the Rings, Arkham Horror, and Marvel Champions, they did this new box size. So our original LCG box is not saying obsolete, but it's outdated now. So we made 2 designs now. We started like a few years ago with the Marvel Champions one. I'm just showing so you have a reference here. So this was designed for Marvel Champions originally. You have 2 rows for sleeved cards, and then you have a middle row where you can put various kinds of tokens. And on top of that, you can put the dials.
Let me answer the question.
Oh, we have a question.
The
Nice.
Spirit Island box is around 3 or 4 kilos. When
In total?
everything is, yes, when it's...
So everything in
full.
total, yeah. So it's for US people, I think it's 6 pounds.
I have no idea.
So yeah, this is option A, which was already done. And since it's the same box size, you can use this organizer for Arkham Horror or Lord of the Rings. But we have done a new one. If you want to store more and more cards than tokens, we have done basically LCG2. And the reason is that we have kept the acrylic dividers, which we have used in our LCG organizer. Let me see if I can find the... Yeah, there it is. Yes, okay. So these are the same dividers. So if you have the LCG organizer, which is still available, of course, you can use the same dividers here. This is basically optimized for cards. You have a small divider here you can use for small cards, and then one tiny token tray where you have the tokens from this base set. So this is pretty straightforward. There are not so many tokens in that, and this fits a lot more cards than it would with a huge slot in the middle. And you can use either organizer in all of the 3 base game boxes. So it's up to you which one you prefer. You can mix them, match them. And also, just to mention here, there is the Keyforge organizer, like it's called Condensed Collector's Card Crate, that fits the Red Skull expansion for Marvel Champions. So if you have the expansion and you look for an organizer, that's called Collector's Card Crate on our website. So that's with the LCG line organizers.
Okay, the next one is Arkham Horror 3rd edition.
So we go from Arkham to Arkham.
Yeah. So this is a big one, and
it has been requested for a long time for the new Arkham, for the 3rd edition. But we waited till we had a few more expansions out, so we wanted to just contain a lot.
It fits all the expansions.
The current expansions.
So this box contains most of the tokens. You can see all the status tokens, the clue tokens, dice, other tokens. Here you can find the player cards and nicely engraved.
And on the back you have all the arch enemies, or like the boss monster cards, I think, or scenario cards.
And I want to show this one also.
That's for all the clue tokens.
Clue tokens and status tokens. These are the different joints for the map, and here we store the big map tiles and all the player characters. So they have this separate tray where you can see all of them, so you can easily pick which one you want, and it's easy to get them out, just like this. So, and they don't fall out, because you can hang this on the wall if you like it.
Yeah, I mean, you could. Why not? I mean, it makes finding it quite easy. That's true.
Here we find these cardboard card holders, which we left as they are, so you can put them and you don't need to disassemble them. They fit in the box. Some more tokens.
The anomaly tokens, yeah.
Yeah, anomalies.
And the design there, just like a hint. So the idea was, if you just look at from this angle, then the tentacles are coming out of the box, and so we tried to make a perspective view of the design here. So if I again just put the anomaly tokens back, so this is how it was. This is the idea behind it.
Yeah, this last box. So in this game you need a bag to play it, because you need to pull random tokens. So this box fits the bag and these random tokens, and if you have assembled players, so like this, so you can put them in this box.
So it's up to you how to store it, or you keep few with the standees, or and even if you have like coin capsules on the tokens, they will fit here. Right.
Okay. And this is the other box where you have all the cards.
Yep.
A lot of cards, and they are separated by some idea. Here we have all the.
So we have two trays. Just let me take up one, so you see how it's. So there are two trays basically.
So all the different quests separated. These.
I'm not sure what they're called, but they are with the numbers. So there are a lot with dedicated numbers on them.
Yes, and this tray is for the location cards. Here you can separate them by location, and also this one is also a different one. Here you have the player 8 cards and all the custom different locations, like
they're like the special cards, and newspapers are in there. So these are more used during the game, but I mean, as you like to separate it.
Okay, here's a huge token tray for money, and so these tokens are used most oftenly because as you play you use these the most. And here are the small cards. It's also separated by like, items, characters, spells. That's it.
Yeah, basically. I mean, there's some space left, and it fits in Game Generate card sleeves, so
it's premium
it's
Game Generate
designed,
cards
so
also.
it's not an issue. And it's really up to you how you want to store it. How you'd like to shuffle your cards. We have a little thing here if you are looking to pimp up your game a little bit more. This is, oh, it's a bit hard to see, but this is like a player board. Let me show in the detail cam. This is the player board for Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. So you have a space where you put in your character card. Like I can grab one in a second. So your character would go in here. You can put your modifier tokens up on these slots. You put your money and your clue tokens in these slots, and you will get the blue and red cube. I lost them somewhere in the table, so I can't show it, but you will get a cube, like a wooden cube, and you can track your health and your sanity on this dashboard. So you will not need to fiddle with the tokens from the pool, so take down, put them back, but you clearly see how much life points you have. So again, just super easy to push out the card here, has some nice engravings. It will come fully assembled, so basically this is how you will get it. So you are ready to play as soon as you get it. This is already launched, I'm not sure yet, so. No, so this is upcoming, so this is like a sneak peek coming in April.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is a new Arkham Horror player board. Yeah, this is Arkham. Next one is Paleo, right? You have
Kingdom Death.
Oh, Kingdom Death. Sorry, yeah, there is a. Let me grab the sarcophagus. That damn big box. Obviously, our Kingdom Death organizer is on the market for a few years now, but we did a little tweaking here for two of the trays which are inside the organizer. These are basically replacements if you want to have a different kind of storage system, or like you prefer to store your organizer in a different way. One is for all the tokens. So if you want to use coin capsules, this is basically allowing you to store them and have it engraved, so you have the names of the different tokens with coin capsules, and it has a little bit different setup here. So you have removable dividers and you store them here. So this was our best shot at allowing coin capsules in your Kingdom Death monster. And I have to open the box anyway. Okay. So yeah, this is the coin capsule, the organizer for our current tokens. They fit coin capsule, but it's like not that nice. It's a bit fiddly, so, and it is a bit tight, so it wasn't the ideal solution. If you figure that you're storing your gear cards in a different way, oh, it's in the other side, sorry. Let me slide it over. So we had this card organizer for all the gear cards here, but if you organize your gear cards in a binder or somewhere else, there's an open spot. So we made this card tray with the same design, if someone has not seen it. So this is our design for Kingdom Death Monster, trying to capture the lantern, the skull. So this goes in here onto this spot, giving you more room for large cards, just expanding the Kingdom Death universe. And hopefully these expansions and the Gambler chest will ship in the next 5 years, I would say. We'll see. So yeah, these are the two little additions available separately. We tried to keep the cost low, so because you obviously have already the Kingdom Death organizer. So that's it. Oh, you took the lid. Thank you. Yeah, just small variations.
Okay. Next one is Paleo.
This is a hard game. I'm not advising it for 2 people, but with 4 it was good. For 4 it was doable.
So it fits the expansion also. So here you have these boards on top. You can put this structure inside, so you don't have to take this apart. And you have this house also. And this one, the only structure you have to take apart. So,
The mammoth.
yeah.
Yeah, this the discard pile. Yeah.
Discard pile, yeah. So, some token trays. It's also close token tray with an engraving. Some custom Laserox logo.
Again, just trying to capture. This is the Laserox logo we found like 3 years ago in an old cave.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Hungary, and we decided we're gonna keep it.
Some multi-layer token tray. You have all the items that you can craft separately. And some other tokens. And here you can find the resources and the 2 dice.
So basically your bank.
Yeah. Okay, and other items all can be separated separately.
So depending which scenario you're playing, makes it quite easy.
And this is a huge card holder. Fits premium sleeves and Gamegenic also. Was this?
Why did we do, like we normally do card dividers with wood?
Yes.
So why did you do plastic here?
We had to save some space, so all the cards fit comfortably. So I choose these because they are thinner and they slide better.
So despite we don't like plastic that much, but
it's more comfortable to use these. And you can store all the cards separately.
I mean, there is still some space, so if a little expansion is coming, maybe it could fit, but we'll see.
Yeah, we will find out some new ways to store it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we have to show them the artwork here. Because this is like a fully like closed-in card tray. But just this looks lovely, right? With the elephant, I mean the mammoth here. Yeah, that's paleo. That's so yeah. This is go back like that. I mean, this is pretty straightforward how to store everything. I mean, technically you could put it flat, right?
Anyway, but
if you just want to be lazy, it's fine.
Easiest way.
No, the Frosthaven insert is not on our schedule here today. Because we're waiting for a few printed materials, so once we have that, we'll go through that. So that's going to be a separate one.
Next one is Ultimate Railroads.
Ultimate Railroads, yeah. So this one is the new Railroads mega box, let's say it, like a, it's closest flush, and the idea is that you have the modules or expansions already separated here, so you have a very easy setup. So this is all boards on the top, and then you can dive in. Again, boards on top. Here, 2 trays with this wall removable. And if you want to be really fancy, you can put the wall to the bottom, and then you have them standing at an angle. Okay, and then you have some general pieces like coin tray, all the money things. This is just here. You have one tower for cards. Again, you have some nice looking engravings fitting the train network here, which we're doing. And then you have a lot of cards with dividers inside. Fits game-genic sleeve, so you're covered there. And then you have like a few of these little boxes. These are the boxes for the different expansions. So there's an artwork on the top. We can, for all the different expansion, New York expansion, the China expansion, I think. Brandenburg, or the German. I'm not sure what the expansions are all called, but so each expansion has a little box here. And then everything is just sorted there. So you just decide which one you want to play. You just open it and you can dive right into it. It's straightforward. These look nice. Okay. But I think the real gem with this organizer are the trains. So each player gets a train. I mean, we are playing with trains, so why not make a train in the organizer? So how does it work? Let me go to the close-up cam. So this is your little train. So each player has one. So you can open the front where you have these tokens. They are hidden there. And then you can take the driver's seat off, and then you have all the wooden tokens there, wooden player pieces. And then this just slides on top. It doesn't really matter if you just twist it 180 degrees, it's the same. So this is your little unique train here, and each player gets one. Technically, not use any other parts of the organizer, and if you have 4 kids, just give them the trains, that's fine. Yeah, so this is basically how the railroads or ultimate railroads organizer works. It makes it just so much, I think, easier to watch the organization of it instead of just throwing them. Goes in here. 2 short ones, middle layer. This goes on top. Everything that's here. Yeah, but just the other way around. That's how it should work. Yeah, because you have these tiles on the sides. They have cutouts, so they fit in to the cutouts if you pay attention to that. Yeah. There's these ones. So they have like these wings, and then you put this one on top, and it sits flush, and then basically you can just dump the rest on top. That's it, and then you would close it with the game box lid. Yeah, let's put it on the side. That's Russian railroads.
Next one is Undaunted, North Africa.
We have done one Undaunted already, so this is the second one.
We have the rule books, tokens, the different tracks,
It's similar to our previous organizer, but I mean we try to accommodate for all the new parts and different components.
So here you can find the map tiles, some more tokens, the barbed wire engraving all around, and the trucks. Every player has its own track. You can find the cards here, fit the premium Game Journey card, sleeves, with tokens under the hood, dice, and other tokens in the player seat.
So you can take off the player seat basically. So the driver is exiting the vehicle.
And also tokens under the bottom of the track, where you can store the replacement wheel.
Let me just flip it and then you can. So there's here's a little seat. So basically an engine or whatever you want to call it. Obviously it looks like a truck, moves like a truck, is a truck. And if you have the previous Undaunted organizer, I mean that just fits right into it. Yep, and these cards. And it sits flush. Undaunted North Africa. Then we have a new expansion for Lord of the Rings, Spreading War. That's the English title. So we have done the Lord of the Rings Journey of Middle-earth base game organizer, the Shadow Path the expansion organizer, and now you have requested it, so we did the expansion organizer for Spreading War. Again, sits flush, fits game-genic organizer sleeves. We tried to have everything nicely separated, so you have one large tray for all the enemy, most of the enemies, or like miniatures. You have little engravings or like markings on the walls, if you can see. So you have these regular enemies, you have the wolves here, and then you have them with the hatchet. So 6. And then you have here removable walls, so it just makes it easier to just remove the wall and then get the figure. But each figurine has its own spot, basically. You have one tray for all the characters with the character cards and some tiny tokens which come with the game, and it has an engraving on the bottom. Each character has its name engraved, and they have also little slots here so they can sit in here. I think we mixed, yeah, no, fine. So they're not moving that freely if you have the card slot on top there. So once you have it like that, just put the character sheets on it and they sit nicely and flush. So this is for all the characters. You have one card tray again. It fits them with sleeve cards, with room for division, it's up to you. One large tray for rest, basically. So obstacles and any other like terrain things, and this is for the 2 war machines and the Oliphants, and I think, I'm not sure what they're called, but dragons or Nazguls. I think it could be Nazguls, so they fit in here. So you have the engraving to mark the Oliphant there, and on the other side the 2 war machines. So that's how they fit, and then you have the slot here for terrain tiles. So they don't fall out, but it's nice and neat. And just one large tray for all the map tiles. You can take it out or you just leave it as you like it. You can put it on top, you can mix it. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. It's really up to you. And then this also, you can switch sides. It's pretty modular. So this is our little Spreading War organizer, spreading a bit organization. And our last one, right?
This was the last one. This also a big one.
2 boxes.
Original.
Should we start with this one?
Yeah, we can start with that one. You can find all the boards at the top.
With the Kickstarter exclusive boards, like which are thicker and double layered, so we plan with those.
So here you can find all the buildings, the Sphinx. This nice engraving, temples, the totems, the obelisks. Yeah. And the pyramids. And here you can find all the player boards. So all of them, 12. Yeah, 12. Okay. Some more boards. These are the same as player boards, but these that you share with your partner or something like that.
If you're merging, I think these are the merge boards, right?
Yeah.
You like special power if you're merged with another player, then that's the board you give them.
Okay, and here you can see the caravan figures, also engraving. Large cards.
For the guardians, yeah.
There's guardians and all the other rule and
Like
action
that player
cards,
aids, yeah. I think we have a few more like general trays here.
These some smaller cards. Also with the engraving.
Fits Game Genic sleeves.
Yes. This is also all the tokens, also with the engravings, so you know what to put where. So every says all the engravings. And the influence tokens. Also, huge engraving on the bottom.
And now we dive into how we organize the gods and all the guardians and other miniatures. So basically each guardian has its unique tray, right?
Players.
Yeah, play.
The guardians are the monsters.
Sorry, yeah, I meant gods. Sorry, yeah. The gods have their own.
All the player boxes have the engraving on the side, so you know which one is which. And there is a card storage on the top. All the tokens are under the cards, so you have these influence tokens. No, I don't know what the name of these tokens are, but you can store it on the top and then put all the cards. And here you find all the miniatures, like the main one in the middle. It has a fixed location. You have these that you use with the guardians, these plastic circles.
Mini bases.
Yeah, mini bases. And all the small miniatures under it. And every god has a different storage because they have very different shapes.
So that's why every box is marked and engraved. So, and this we have 4 unique sized, like from the outside, but there are different gods obviously. Do we have more of the same size?
No, these 4 are...
So they are dedicated into this box.
Yes.
Okay.
So some miniature storage. So it fits 12 and it has engraving on the bottom, so you know what goes there.
So you have the names basically
Yes.
there. Yep. Mafred and
named, so you know how to put them back. Because it's quite tight. So this game has a lot of miniatures, so you have to put everything back properly.
you have to find the correct rotation, but otherwise.
Okay, also miniature holder. Now this one has bigger also, and it's also engraved, so you know what to put there. And this, I don't know what the name of this plastic part is, but this used when you...
It's also a merger or
Yeah,
something,
merge.
yeah. You put the merged column there. I mean, we can put it back and then. Yeah, not every box is completely square, so you have to watch how they are oriented. Nope, the other way around. Feed the camels. Just take out whatever you need for your game, and then you're ready to go within a few minutes. Set up everything, taking out the plastic, and so on and so on. And then you have the second box, storing everything else, basically.
That's most of the Guardians, the big Guardians, and also player boxes.
This is much more moving here.
Okay, this is a special player box for Sobek, because he is very different. Also, he has the cards here on the side, and has these tokens. Also, he has these extra tiles. And the figure surface, the bases. Some Guardians. Also, every name is engraved on the bottom, so you know which one. And also small Guardians inside. Also, these are the Pharaoh mounts.
Yeah, more miniatures.
More Guardians. That's a nice handle, so you can easily handle them.
Like, as you would take like packs
Yeah.
of beer, right? Like, you just grab it. Like, I brought some Guardians here.
Also, more Guardians.
Surprise.
And
With cool mini or not, I mean, you have miniatures.
more Guardians.
Are those Guardians?
Yes. Some Scorpions and this Pharaoh.
The golden one.
Yeah.
Oh, we have some
Some Guardians missing.
yeah, probably we took them out for a photo shoot or just
And this
whatever.
big one is stored this way and it can be pulled out. And we have some more Guardians.
Yeah, one jet is missing, but the other ones are fine. And then we have gods here. So this
Yes.
layer is basically just gods, as you see.
Here you can see these very huge gods.
And
So
I
they
think this
have-
is Ra, like the sun god, if I'm correct. No, this is Horus. Sorry. And you have here Isis,
Osiris.
Osiris. Okay. And I mean, Seth, Hathor, Bastard, and Anubis with their figurines, and the card tray here, which is on the top here. For the ones you have it on the side and like inside the tray. Yeah, basically that's it. That's for Ankh. And then we have one more box, I think. The crate. You know? We don't have the crate here?
Nope.
Okay. We don't have the crate here. I thought we did. The crate is basically just putting everything in 2 layers. And then you have everything stored in one big, like, I'm not saying pyramid looking box, but like a tomb of a pharaoh. That was our design intention there. And because this layer has, I mean, the surface is not even, so there are so many just little points. So we decided we put an extra layer of wood, and you can remove that, and then under it you will have all the figurines. So it's just a bit more caring for your miniatures instead of just pressuring. So no pressure is held by the miniatures. That's what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, other way around, yeah. That's Ankh. And then lid goes on top. Okay, that's our organizers we did for Q1 from January till March. And we have one announcement, I think, which is that we are gonna do a giveaway shortly for a complete Ankh organizer with crates. So you get the whole set. What do you have to do for that? Help me out. Yeah, when and where?
On Monday and Instagram.
So it's on Monday and on Instagram. So follow us on Instagram, make sure that you are there. Obviously we can announce it on every channel, but follow us on Instagram, and then on Monday we'll start the giveaway. So you can win a complete Ankh organizer solution with crates, with everything. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yep.
If your Ankh is crying for an organization, here's your chance to get one. Thank you for following along, and if you have still any questions left in you, I think you've put them already in writing. Otherwise, again, thank you for your attention, and then see you in a few weeks, months, or when we're going to do our next stream, whatever that's going to be.